Hey guys, back at it again here in the old man cave. That's right. You ever just watch those films? Those ones that they're not like your first choice on the shelf. They're the ones that are just bad in that good way. Those little gems that you just happen to love, but not everyone on the planet can grasp why or how that you like these films. Welcome to another edition of Bad Cinema. That's right. Bad, bad, bad cinema. We're going to talk about a favorite of mine from yesteryear tonight. Thought we'd do it right with some freezer chilled medicine of choice. My old college buddy, Jaeger. This just says class. Check it out right there. Anything less would be uncivilized, guys. Let's go ahead and do an introductory shot because I'm going to need it, guys, to get through this one. I don't usually drink in my videos, but this is just one of those deals. I got some other things going on in my mind. Need a little stress relief, but at the same time, talking about these videos is also stress relief as well. So, and talking about those bad and that good way films are just one of it sets the mood right to do a little. Here's to you guys out there, all my friends in YouTube land. Also to the fellows over at Horrors Ball Music Minds 247, as they would say, and not to steal y'all's moniker, Chars. This is to you guys out there. Ah, good old Jaeger back in the day. Oh, started in 1935, German import. Started as a cough suppressant and digestive helper, but it's so much more. It packs a punch in so many other ways. 56 herbs and spices, fruit peels in there, whatever else they found to put in that thing. It's like the Heinz 57 of the drunkard world, if you will. Getting down to business here. Oh, chill it, freezer. It's got to be freezer cold to have the best experience, guys. If you're not doing the Jaeger bombs, that is. Anyway, enough about Jägermeister. The film for tonight's Bad Cinema episode is, now that I've rambled for 2.5 minutes, Metalstorm, The Destruction of Jared's Sin. That's right. You guys knew it was going to happen sooner or later. A little shot of the disc. They spared no expense for this crappy DVD rendition. It is one of these Universal Studio selections. It doesn't even have a menu on it, guys. It's that bad. They didn't even give it a menu. It's an old Charles Band direction project there. It's got some notable people in the film, but much like my first episode of Bad Cinema, Megaforce, for example, it's not going to be to everybody's liking. I know that. It's a crappy movie. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. Disclaimer from the beginning. It's craptastic. It's just crappy, but it's bad in that good way. You guys don't jump on the bandwagon just yet. Let me tell you why I love this film. This is just for me anyway, guys. I have to get this one out there. Guys, it's about Dojin. Yes, that's his name, guys. I can't even make this stuff up. His name is Dojin. It's this guy on the front cover there. This is even like a copied and pasted head. I don't even know if that's a fair represent. That doesn't even look like the actor in the movie. But anyway, he's basically a space ranger who's on another world in another time, upholding the law for don't really know. The whole story and background of him. He's kind of like it's kind of like a western on a faraway world in the future that looks like Mad Max, the Road Warrior, kind of taken through the Escape from New York train, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Post-apocalyptic atmosphere on an alien planet, and the story is just ludicrous, guys. I can see why people don't like this movie. It's just one I kind of grew up with. This one kind of jumped on the coattails of all the early 80s 3D. This was originally a 3D movie that came out in the theaters. This is a full-frame DVD, and to my knowledge, it's never been put out in widescreen. It's a full-frame DVD of a super widescreen 2:3:5:1 ratio. You're only going to get to see about a third of the movie, which probably is not a bad thing. But anyway, it's kind of one of your. It's not sword and sorcery. It's kind of your futuristic laser gun kind of battles, western-esque kind of movie. Very Road Warrior-esque. Charles Band production, or Albert Band production, I should say. Charles Band was the director on this one. He was the guy from Puppet Master movies, I believe, that started up that series. A whole bunch of other low-budget movies over the time frame, over the years there. Sorry, the Jaeger is kicking in, guys. This will be R-rated for adults only. Drink responsibly. Guys, what can I say? The story alone is just ludicrous. It's about a space ranger who goes from town to town trying to uphold the law, or whatever, the laws, I guess. There is a bad guy named Jared Sin. This guy right here, he played the good guy in The Road Warrior. Imagine that. Forget his name, but basically it's not important. He's basically a bad guy who goes around with his trap jaw looking son. I mean, the son, it looks just like Trap Jaw from He-Man. Okay, I don't know if they stole it or what, but looks just like he's got green skin, a mechanical arm. It's pretty cool in my opinion. His mechanical arm effects. Basically, they run around the countryside, around the desert landscape, stealing people's life force and putting it in power crystals. And then they take these power crystals and put it into a big giant power crystal, which gives him more powers. I told you, you don't think about it too much, guys. It's bad cinema. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. You almost want to spank it. It's so bad. But anyway, they're creating havoc around the landscape of the desert, the landscape of this really far away world. Tim Thomerson of Trancers fame and Doll Man and all these other films of the early to mid '80s, he basically shows up in a supporting role for the lead Space Ranger guy. And Kelly Preston, a very young Kelly Preston, blonde-headed Kelly Preston, I might add, shows up in a supporting role as a love interest / supporting role in the movie. There she is on the cover. That's probably not a real good for representation either. But anyway, they're supporting actors in the film. And also Richard Mall from Night Court, Bull from Night Court, shows up as one of these Cyclopean warriors in the film. Cyclop warriors. They're kind of like Native American, Indian kind of... Can you say Indian anymore? I'm not real sure. Anyway, this is a drinking video. This is a drinking video, so it doesn't really matter. Sorry, I'm going to be very non-PC in this video. It should be refreshing to you. Somebody speaking non-PC terms every once in a while. I don't know. Probably going to get kicked off YouTube. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Richard Mall from Night Court. He's a very tall guy, bald-headed, but in this movie he has actually a ponytail. Very good, cool look. And notably, Cleve Hall, who I've got an autograph on Nightmare on a Damaged Brain. Cleve Hall, special effects wizard. I think this was his first film. He did the... he told me whenever I met him in person, he did the Cyclop Warrior, the Richard Mall characters in this... all his followers in the film, the Warriors and stuff. He did the look of those folks and some creature effects from the movie. I mean, the vehicles they use in this movie are great. They're very Road Warrior-esque. I mean, if you like movies like the Road Warrior, but not quite on par with the same tension and action, if you want a good Road Warrior rip-off movie, this is probably for you. I say, guys, check it out. I mean, it's just one of those guys. I wouldn't say go out and buy the cow right now. I would try the milk first. That's where I kind of come out on this one. It's basically, that's the story. These three main characters get together. They're out to find Jared Sin and put a stop to his power crystal hoarding, basically. It sounds ludicrous, I know, but it doesn't really even work that well. It's just a fun ride. I think it's time for another shot, guys. To get through the rest of this review, you got to go back to the good old Jaeger medicine. Let's fill up the old shot glass here. I don't know, guys. It's one of those... You have to drink a little bit when you're talking about movies that are this kind of... I don't want to say... I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying... What are the words here? The booze is kicking in. When you're working on movies, I don't even want to say caliber. Movies of this caliber, or lack thereof, you kind of have to pause for a station break. Here's to you guys out there. Rock on. Bully, I tell you. Oh, sweet nectar. Metalstorm. It will open your mind. It will expand your boundaries, guys. You gotta at least rent this movie, find a buddy that's got it, give it a viewing. Find it on YouTube. Sometimes you can find these movies on YouTube. You can do a quick viewing there, see if you want to purchase this. If you like movies, sci-fi, Road Warrior, post-apocalyptic movies, rip-off movies, this is probably your best bet for the money. Guys, the main character in the movie, I got to talk about his outfit. You can probably tell a little bit from the cover there. Basically, it's Road Warrior rip-off plus Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. The guy from like head to knees is Road Warrior, okay? He wears the same exact. I swear they got the same prop boots that Kurt Russell wore in Escape from New York. He's wearing the same steel shin guard boots that Kurt Russell had in that movie. Don't know why. I guess it's just a total cash in. It's just one of those deals where they try to sell the movie, guys. But he's even got a badge. It looks just like the Road Warrior. I mean, exactly leather. I mean, the guy's pants. I feel bad for the main actor. I think his name is Jeffrey Byron. Is his name? He was also in that movie with Richard Mall. I think it was another Charles Band joint. It was the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I think it was. I'm not real sure. I've only seen it once back in the day on VHS shelves. But poor guy's wearing some skin tight. Not that I'm checking him out, because I'm all about a hetero male, and nothing bad on my homosexual guys out there. I'm just saying I like women, but the thing is the booze is kicking in. I'm saying he's wearing some skin tight leather pants to the point where the guy cannot even walk straight. He's walking like he's got a corn cob up his ass. It's just amazing, guys. In and of itself, the poor guy walking around trying to walk straight in the movie but can't because they're so skin tight. It's worth the price of admission. Try it. I mean, just try it on for size, is my opinion. Guys, it's a shame that I had to get drunk to tell you about this movie, but you have to take me at my word, guys. You have to have a little booze when you watch a movie like this. Mainly to either get through it or to enjoy it more. I should say it that way. This was a 3D movie back in the day. This is in no way, shape, or form a 3D movie. Not even an anaglyph 3D movie. 3D DVD, I should say. But this is the only way you can view it. I think there is some VHS floating around out there, and also this DVD from Universal that's really crappy. Don't pay more than $5 for this, guys. I mean, it's a crappy movie. But it's one of those that's near and dear to my heart. It used to come on HBO a lot when I was growing up, and I used to love to watch the effects and the laser guns and the showdown moments in the movie. And it's just one of those films that kind of grows on you. It's like a little fungus. Gets on your shoulder over here and just grows on you over time. That's right, guys. This is B. Junior signing off for another episode of Bad Cinema. Drink responsibly. Always use a designated driver. And don't be like me, kids out there. Wait till you're 21 and drink responsibly. Rock on, dudes. Bye. Let's have one more for the road. I know you guys were waiting for it. You're waiting to say, oh, he's going to do 3 shots in a row. 3 shots of Jaeger. 70 proof, 35% alcohol. Still have my wits about me. I'll do a little half shot. I'm not going to do a whole lot because I've got to remain somewhat smart throughout the evening. If you get over the age of 35, guys, it's all about hydration and pacing. The chugging in my life is back in college in the Air Force. Okay, guys, back in the military days. That's behind me now. But think about it this way, guys. When you're over the age of 35, when you're drinking, especially when you're doing YouTube videos, pacing and hydration. Chug water in between. You can go all night long, if you take my meaning. All night long! Rock on, dudes. See you next time. Bye!